Hi everybody, it's Mona and this is Skindipity, the brand new YouTube channel geared towards the mature beauty community. So today we have a short video geared towards people like me who have problems with big pores. So when I look in the mirror, there they are, right for all the world to see. We're going to talk about how to minimize the look of them. Getting rid of them is not possible. Pores are there. You can shrink them, you can blur them, but you really don't want to get rid of them because they serve a purpose. What we're going to start with today is we're going to start with a primer. Now, you don't have to spend a lot of money on a primer. Certainly there are ones that we enjoy better, and that if you like a luxury primer or you find one that works for you better, by all means get it, but it's not something that you necessarily have to spend a lot on. I rotate through different primers. I don't notice a big difference between any of them except sometimes the gripping primers on foundations that are sliding off my face, and I find that they do help my makeup stay on longer. Now, the ones that are silicone-y in nature, dimethicone, like this Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer that I have talked about before, and it's good for packing pores. Also, Tatcha's Silk Canvas, Tarte's Poreless Primer. Those are all similar products that give you that same type of effect. But if you have oily skin, these are not going to be the best primers for you, even for blurring pores, because it's going to cause your makeup to slide all over. In that case, I would use a gripping primer. I think Pure has one that's not too expensive. Also, Milk Makeup has a gripping primer that is really good, and that will help. What it will do is help lock your foundation in on your skin so that your foundation, which I'm going to show you that technique in a minute, can help and minimize the look of your pores. So we're going to get started. For my skin type, this will work. And I'm packing it in. This is not going to clog my pores. It's not going to cause me to break out because it is not going to go that deep. This is, you know, even with our actives, the things that we use like vitamin C and peptides and the things that we want to penetrate into the deeper layers of our skin, most of the time we need some kind of carrier oil or carrier product to help get them inside the skin. These kind of products are designed not to penetrate deep into the skin, and they sit on top of your skin. I have a beauty blender. This is my one for packing. You see I broke a piece off. I did that on purpose to give it a kind of rougher texture. And I'm going to use this. It is going to pack. This does take a little more time than your average makeup application technique, but if you are really looking to blur the look of pores, it is worth it. Maybe you don't want to do this every day. Maybe some days you're not worried about it whatsoever, but you have a special occasion or you really want your skin to look its best, it's worth the extra time. And this can also help with not just pores, but texture. So now that I've done that, since I'm doing my whole face, I'm going to use this NYX product. I've talked about this before. This is the NYX
Smudge Pot? No. This is, that's my eyeshadow from NYX. This is, I was trying to think what the official name was. Dark Circle Concealer Corrector. So, I have mine in light. This cost me $3.99. I think I've seen it up to maybe $5 or $6. For me, it is turning out to be a holy grail product for underneath my eyes. So, I'm going to take that, warm it up on my hand a little bit, and I'm going to pat underneath my eyes. This has nothing to do with my pores, but just while I'm in there, I'm going to go ahead and do this step.
They're almost gone. Look at that. Once you put concealer, it's awesome. It's non-drying. I am going to use my Makiage foundation because I'm just going to give this another try. It doesn't really matter which foundation you use. I'm going to put a couple of pumps down. Now this is what's important. Take a smaller brush. Choose from one of your brushes that has sort of a domed shape at the top. You want it to be a little bit stiff. So we're going to go into the foundation. And wherever, you don't have to do this application all over your whole face, but where you have the most pores, I want you to push your foundation into your skin. Into those pores. It's not going to go all the way in. It's not going to clog them. If this is a foundation, if you choose a foundation that doesn't break you out normally, this is not going to cause you to break out either. Now, if you choose a foundation that on the everyday causes you to break out, then it will cause you to break out, but not a product that you are used to using. We're taking little fine movements and we are pushing it, literally pushing it into those pores. I have, and I've mentioned this before, I have a lot of like pitted acne scars from acne when I was a teenager, before parents really knew about Retin-A, or parents just thought acne was par for the course. And most of us, it's not going to take that long because most of us have our pores right here, and maybe right here in the T-zone. I go a little further down because I have those pitted acne scars that are on my cheeks. A little lower than some of you are going to have. And it's worth the time. Maybe, like I said, not for everyday use, but for those times when you just really don't want your pores peeking out to the whole world.
Okay.
I'm going to do the last little bit right here where I have sort of an orange peel-like skin. I don't know what that's from. Okay. I'm going to take the rest of the product in my hand and I'm going to go in. And you can tear it. You can tear it even more to have a bigger surface. And you can wash it over and over again, and you can save this one sponge for those needs. So again, this is not just for pores, it's also for texture, which I have all over. When you feel like you have coverage for my neck, I can just bring it down, just bring the product down. So now, we're going to take a loose setting powder. Once again, folks, if you have a favorite, I know Laura Mercier translucent setting powder is one of my favorite. I like Huda Beauty's setting powder. I like the Derma Blend. I love It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. But for today's video, I'm just showing you even what a drugstore loose setting powder, Coty. This has been around, Airspun. This has been around since my grandma. I can remember my grandma always smelling like Coty powder and Coty perfume. So I'm going to take a bunch of powder. on my half a sponge from Cody, and I'm going to kind of do a mini bake. It smells like my grandma when I use this. I like luxury products just like the rest of you, but you don't need to spend a lot to look nice. Spending a lot on luxury products should just be a choice for preferences, or when you want to splurge, or if you have the money to indulge. But if you don't, and if your budget is tighter, that does not mean that you cannot have the same look as everybody else that you're seeing in the magazines. You can, from the dollar store to Walmart to Walgreens. So while that is setting, I am going to buff it off. I'm going to just do my lips. DC lemonade. I think I just like the way this one smells. Take a big fluffy brush, soft, and buff off all that powder. And guys, that's it. I mean, I'm going to put my blush on real quick. See if I can get up close. They don't completely disappear, but they are definitely minimized. This technique definitely is effective. So what do y'all think? Just gonna pop a little blush on. Little bronzer on. Just gonna mist it with my Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud. And folks, we're gonna call it a day. And that is how you minimize the look of your pores with just a few simple techniques. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Press the subscribe button. Hope you all have a great weekend. Bye.